Hi, my name is Jay Phelps, and this is Ear to the Ground. Join me today as I follow saxophonist, singer, and composer Beth Hopkins to her performance at the Royal Albert Hall.
Where are we?
I hate that we're in Starbucks.
We discuss her influences, which includes none other than Lisa Simpson, and how by being honest to herself and audience, her music speaks volumes.
So I'm Beth Hopkins. I'm a saxophone player, singer and a composer, and I run a project called Queen Colobus, and we're about to play the Royal Albert Hall.
Hey. Is this you bringing on the police?
Yeah. They've come to find me to be like, you're too amazing. You're about to play the Royal Albert Hall. No, not at all.
So can you tell me a bit more about your band?
Yeah, we're a four-piece band, which includes Jelly Cleaver, Adam Skinner, and Will Heaton. Will Heaton plays bass, and he also is a trombone player for Ebby Soda, amongst many other projects like Cloverdale. He's an amazing producer too. Adam Skinner is the drummer. He also plays in bands like Rio Trio, and Jelly Cleaver is a guitarist, also amazing producer, who leads up loads of different bands and All Day Breakfast Cafe. So we're four-piece. What kind of sound do we have? I don't know. So many people ask us what our sound is. I'm like, I don't really know. I think we definitely like to kind of bend a lot of genres into one.
Good.
So I'm heavily influenced by rock. I love rock music and a lot of indie as well. So
Rock, when you say rock, what do you mean?
So like classic, like Led Zeppelin kind of stuff. So we've got that kind of early rock side and then kind of indie stuff. So like Bombay Bicycle Club, that sort of sound I really like. Actually, there's quite a few different, like Phoebe Bridgers as well, really like her. I absolutely love the latest album by Big Thief. The album is so amazing. It's so raw, so honest, and that's what I try to be in my music, that you actually kind of strive for that almost imperfection. You know, you're not looking for something that's so overproduced that sort of just you can't even hear the humanity. For me, it's really important that music is that kind of raw, honest expression of what it is to be human and what is going on inside. And whatever genres come out, great. There's a lot of jazz in there as well. My instrument is the saxophone. I always feel like I kind of fell into jazz because I play the saxophone. So I didn't really listen to jazz growing up. There was a lot of rock music. And yeah, got to uni and they said, do you want to study classical saxophone or jazz? I was like, there are two? Like, can I not just study the saxophone? And I just didn't realise. So yeah, it's quite funny. That's how. And also Lisa Simpson is the reason I play the saxophone. Lisa Simpson was my only female role model of an instrumentalist. Isn't that ridiculous? Like, think about it. I wonder how many girls Lisa Simpson actually inspired. Like, it's ridiculous. And then I found out the other day that the saxophone playing by Lisa Simpson is a man. It's a man playing it. And
I think things are changing a little bit.
Things are definitely changing, and I was really lucky to have an amazing set of female sax teachers growing up as well, which was really nice and showed me what I can grow into, you know, and what I can be. And yeah, but Lisa Simpson was the first person who made me want a saxophone. I like begged my parents for years and years. It was amazing.
And I must say, you are pretty stylish to look at you today. Hey, we got a perfect backdrop right here as well.
Why, thank you.
What? Hey now.
Jelly is my stylist, honestly.
Is Jelly your stylist?
Yeah, she is. She's like, I think you should dye your fringe blonde. That was the first thing. I was like, okay, yeah. And she was like, maybe purple. I was like, okay. And now it's like pink. Let's do pink. She really wants me to go orange, but orange doesn't fade very well, so I don't know how it's going to go. So who was it? It was Dan, the guitarist, Dan. He came up to us and was like, you guys are going to do your show again? It was so good. Like, I always listened. I was like, we had a fan? I was like, people listened? Is kind of the breakout from that traditional jazz, which I think came from the wave of like Tomorrow's Warriors, groups like that. You know, when the Jazz UK, or like kind of London jazz scene, boomed, and then all other cities as well. It was that kind of, it's our music, you know, like whatever that means. And it's, when we say our as well, it's like the audiences as well, you know, that suddenly became such a huge thing. It wasn't mostly about musicians. It was about dancing, and it was about, you know, all that sort of thing. It was, yeah, it's absolutely
That's a big
amazing.
difference as well, the dance.
Yeah. We're more influenced, I'd say, by indie and rock music.
Yeah, right.
And the same with that, it's I sort of draw on the ideals of the kind of let loose and the slight rebellion with it as well, as to what you're singing about. So a lot of the things that I sing about are things that aren't usually talked about in society. So the song Think Fast, which was the lead single of our last EP, that song is about like beauty ideals being pushed on people, and realizing after a while that actually most posters are like full of Photoshop, right? There's Photoshops everywhere, and so you don't see cellulite on a woman's leg, even though that's completely natural and basically all women have it. You know, you see six packs on men. You know, this is a specific way you need to look. You're a size 6, you don't have hips, or whatever it is. These body ideals are literally, yeah, but these body ideals are literally like created by industries that are profiting off your insecurity. You know, they're creating a problem that wasn't a problem, and then selling you the solution to the thing that wasn't a problem, which is mad. It's mad when you think about it. And as a teenager, the amount of times I looked in the mirror and thought, oh, you know, something's not right. And actually, the problem was the outside pushing that upon me. Like, you can't change like much about what's happening with your body. Like, you are how you are, and yeah, you can go to the gym or you eat healthily or whatever, but this kind of oppressive nature of it is just like, it's not fair. And we're pushing people into really horrible places. And so things like that I love to sing about, and to bring it to the forefront. You know, the words are, tell me you've had enough of all this shit. I know I've been there, darling, still you take another hit. You, whilst you're down, take it on the chin and don't speak loud, they'll drown you out, or are these thoughts just in your head? And it's all about that, like, oh yeah, I'm just, it's keeping going, I'm taking another hit, it's going and going and going, or is it in my head, you know, like that? What's going on with it? Like, where are all of these weird messages coming from? Yeah.
I didn't figure it out like that. I didn't figure it out like that. I didn't figure it out like that. I called you up just to hear you at home. Keep thinking that we should just talk on the phone. What we do.
And some of those songs were then written, as I say, about things that society doesn't often talk about. That one was written a lot about the grief after my dad died in 2020, and how strong he had been, and just the pain of it. And so Inside Out.
I'm sorry to hear that, by the way.
Thank you. He was a wonderful man. He was my absolute #1 fan. He'd be at the front of every gig, you know. And I think, I mean, the beauty of being an artist is it's therapy, isn't it? It's, you're able to let out the pain that's in your heart when indescribable sadness hits. You go, okay, let me put it in a song. And that is an outlet, you know. My song Inside Out, that it's like me shouting at the end. It feels like my heart is turning inside out and upside down, and you know, it's a way to get it out. And I'm so happy to be an artist, to be able to let that out. You know, doesn't make it all go away, certainly makes it easier to process.
Yeah.
So,